call them nature's gift, but they often feel more like a curse. They hurt, so we're told to take drugs until it stops. It doesn't. They're expensive, so we're told to use free product schemes. We don't know how to access them. They're uncomfortable, so we're told to deal with it and not give away too many details. We hide them away, shoving products up sleeves or slipping them into pockets, but we already know all of this. What are we here for then? There's 1,000 other period documentaries out there, so what are we doing differently? There's been so much effort in the past few years to break the stigma and start open conversations surrounding periods, and yet girls are still being left clueless when theirs arrives. They're still missing school, still unable to afford the right care, and still unaware of how to speak up when something's wrong. That's why we're here. This documentary aims to show the impact that lack of education around periods can have in the hopes of inspiring parents and educators to raise well-informed, period-confident kids. This is what we and many other people with periods wish we'd known when ours began. Before we get to the interviews, let's go over the basics for anyone who's unsure. Around 2 weeks before a period, women and others with uteruses will ovulate, releasing an egg and a hormone called estrogen, which thickens the lining of their uterus. If they don't get pregnant, that lining will shed and their period begins, lasting between 2 and 7 days. This usually happens between the ages of 12 to 50, but periods can arrive younger and menopause can happen older. No two bodies are the same, and that is okay. Most people know those basics, but they tend to be less aware of the details. For example, did you know that it's completely normal for your blood to change colour as your period progresses? A healthy period can go from brown at the very start to vibrant red to pink and then back to brown. Colours like grey and black are signs of a serious health issue though, but it's a great idea to keep an eye on your blood colour as your period progresses. Most people, especially men and people without periods, are also unaware of the different conditions which can affect periods and make them much worse to deal with. These conditions are common but terribly underdiagnosed, and many people with them have no idea that something is wrong because they didn't know the signs. It can also take years to get diagnosed, so catching symptoms early helps with getting the right treatment quicker. So, what's your name and how old are you?
I'm Josh and I'm 18.
Hello guys, I'm Alfie and I'm 16 years old.
I'm Rihanna and I'm 16.
Ellen Crosby, 36.
Josh Holland, 16.
How confident do you feel in your knowledge about periods?
Terrible. No nothing. Or no nothing at all.
Did you not get any kind of education at home or
No.
family?
None of it.
You know what? I generally don't know a lot at all. I know what one is and I know how it happens, but in terms of extra knowledge, very slim.
I'd say pretty confident. Yeah, I know from research I know a lot about like what they are, like how they happen, like and then like issues surrounding it.
Everything there is to know.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. I have no clue about anything, and I feel like I should probably know more, considering how many girls I know and I'm friends with.
How young do you think the subject should be taught in schools?
As soon as they start getting a little bit before.
Yeah. So that would be 12 is the average age you can get them, so 10, 11? Yeah.
I'd like to say give them notice before 12 so that they can be educated and prepare for the unknown really, isn't it? So I'd probably say I'd go 10, 11.
So I think that considering the average age is 12, I would say about end of year 5, start of year 6 area.
I think from year 5.
Maybe 10, year 5, that's...
Do you think that parents or schools should take the lead on teaching?
I think parents should to begin with, and then the teachers can go on from there.
Yeah.
So that it's not some random old person telling them that they don't have like a connection with.
I'm going to be really awkward and say both, because I think that schools educating there, it's a collective, isn't it? So there's going to be like loads more girls as well, so they're not going to be feeling alone. For them to all experience it together or chat about it together with the experience. Exactly, yeah.
I do think schools, I think they should teach it like just before like the average age, whereas I think parents should make it more aware as like when they're younger. So I think parents should have more responsibility.
I mean, I think parents should, but it just depends on the parents' knowledge and how comfortable they feel with that. I think parents should, but so long as school do it from year 5, I think that's acceptable.
I think it's the parents' responsibility most of the time.
Do you think, I think I know the answer to this already, do you think that boys and girls have equal knowledge?
Not really.
No. Do you think that they should?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one, no. I don't think they have equal knowledge at all.
Do you think that they should?
Yes. So it's yes or no, isn't it really?
Yeah.
But again, I reckon because like making boys learn as well, it is a good thing so that they can support girls with it as well. If they feel comfortable obviously sharing about it. But I just think it's useful to know how someone's feeling as well and the effects it will have on them.
Not at all. Like for instance, my boyfriend, he knows absolutely nothing about periods until he met me. He was like,
Fair
"What?"
enough.
I was like, "You're gonna get moody once a week, every month?" Yes, I am. So, no, I definitely don't think they do. And even like when I was in primary school, like we didn't really get taught about periods. So like, I feel sorry for the boys in high school who just got thrown in the deep end.
Absolutely not. No.
Definitely not. Nowhere near.
Do you think they should have equal knowledge of periods?
Similar enough knowledge, yeah.
Are you aware of any of the symptoms that women face?
No. Or silent. Don't question the other.
Okay.
I think that's really bad, isn't it? Maybe not actually. Dizziness? No.
You can get, you can think depending on how heavy you're bleeding.
Lightheaded?
Yeah.
Oh God, man, I don't think I do, you know. It's never something I've really liked.
Have you never heard a woman complain about having cramps on their period?
Cramps? Yeah, that's it, cramps, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Great part about being a woman.
Yeah.
All the symptoms.
Do you think that men should be educated on
Yes,
those symptoms
they should
so
be
can
educated.
Support
Give them
support the women in their
Give
life?
them the symptoms list.
You would, yeah. Absolutely.
A few of them.
Do you think period products should be cheaper or free?
Cheaper. Just kind of for free. What's the point of can't produce? Because there is a charge for how they're produced. Cheaper, but not free.
Yeah, so reducing the taxes that are already on
Yeah.
it that are unnecessary.
Yeah.
Free? Why not? Because like, why? It's not your fault, is it? Let's face it, and everyone around the world has them, is going to experience them. So why should you have to pay for something that you shouldn't, you can't control? Yeah?
I think in like shops and that they should definitely be free. No, cheaper. Sorry, but I think like in common places they should be free.
Yeah.
So like colleges, schools, workplaces, even like theme parks. I find like if you go
Anywhere
to a
there's
theme
public
park,
toilets.
Yeah. Like public toilets, they should always have like free period products.
Yeah.
I think they should be free, 100%. Banish period poverty.
Free 100% because they can't help it. Why should they have to pay for it?
So many of the people we spoke to for this documentary through interviews and our survey said that their first reaction to the arrival of their period was something like fear or shame or sadness. This is because the way we teach about periods right now just isn't good enough. The purpose of this documentary was to help change the way we understand them so no one ever has to face their first with fear again. It will take time, effort and some awkward conversations for this change to happen, but if everyone tries to make a difference, we can help make periods more tolerable for everyone. I'd like to thank everyone we interviewed for this documentary, as well as everyone who answered our survey with their personal experiences. Your answers were all anonymous, but we really appreciate every single one. I'd also like to share some charities that help tackle period poverty in the UK: Bloody Good Period, Always End Period Poverty Campaign and Period Poverty UK. If you'd like more information on periods and sexual health, visit helloclue.com or brook.org.uk.